Hello everyone, George here, and as you can see, we are back on F1 Clash as always. In today's video, we are gonna be playing the finals of the Dutch Grand Prix event, and in this event, we are back to champion steer, no contender for the rest of the season, I hope. For this one, I'm using Fernando Alonso at level 3, Gasly at level 4, even though Alonso is not my second best driver, but for some reason, if I use, let's say, Ricardo level 4, it gives me way harder opponents. So I believe like using Alonso gives you slightly better difficulties when it comes to matchmaking. I already played my first 6 races, currently with 134 points. It is a decent start, of course. Like today's races are the exact opposite of yesterday's. In the races I scored a good amount of points yesterday. I messed up probably, and of course there is a little bit of some stuff that the game throws at you and basically ruins the race. So we are here. It is gonna be Silverstone. It is a dry race, complete dry race, and in champions I always go for a one-stop strategy. Still thinking if I go for 3-4 and 4-3, but the main target is gonna be for me going to stack both of my drivers. 3-4, actually it is 4-3, 4 laps on the medium compound, pit with service, and then boost to finish from there. So we are here facing a real player as well, and this guy, well, honestly, this guy has literally no idea how to play the game. Grand Prix events are basically all about scoring points, and you are not racing your rival. So you do not mess your race, you do not mess your strategy just in order to ruin your opponent's race, especially in finals. If you reach finals, you go for the maximum amount of points you can get. So as you are about to see, this guy started normally. He's on mediums and hard compounds. I'm on mediums with both of my drivers, going for 4 laps, pitting again, going for 3, and from there like boost to finish. And basically with this strategy around Silverstone, 4-3 is literally the best strategy you can go for. But for some reason, as you're about to see, like this guy, honestly, yeah, he made me so angry, man. And I never send like toxic emotes for some players, but I just send him some emotes at the end of the race just to show him how bad he is, because simply this guy right here just ruined my final round. He ruined our chance to get 200 plus points, probably a top 20 finish. Especially that recently, I'm not sure if this is only me, but like I'm getting more points than usual with the same lineup basically. I have Alonso at level 3, Gasly at level 4 since like 3-4 events ago. But yeah, so we are in lap 3 now. He's boosting this entire lap, so I thought this is completely fine. He's probably avoiding to stack his drivers, especially that he's using Eternal Fire on the driver in front, and it gives a little bit of tire management. So this is here my 4th lap. I'm boosting this nearly this entire lap actually. We're gonna pit at the end of this one for new mediums. I know that I'm gonna be stacking a little bit, but as I said, for Silverstone as a dry race in champion steer, this is literally the best strategy if you are qualifying in the back of the grid, like I am at the moment. So even though I'm qualifying sometimes P18 in wet weather races, and like around P20, P21, but at least it's not P23, P24 anymore. So we are pitting, we are gonna stack a little bit, and a little bit is gonna be around, let's say 5-6 seconds. That is completely fine. We're gonna be in front of our rival, which is completely fine. But this is where I noticed something. He's pitting for softs. So in case I know that he's using as well the Toros, so this gives him like extra tire management. But you can just see here he's still boosting on his mediums. He's still boosting with Hamilton, which is absolutely like, this doesn't make any sense, especially that he's not gonna make it for three laps boosting on soft tires, and he was just trying to abuse the team orders bug right here, and he's still boosting. So I thought like, all right, probably this guy is gonna pit again at the start of next lap probably, but somehow he overtook us, and yeah, I was just stuck behind his car and his driver for like nearly 2 laps, and he was about to run out of tires with both of his cars. There's no way he's gonna make it to the finish line. And at this moment I was just so angry, because he wasn't doing anything except ruining my race. And Gasly was already up in P6, and this is where I just sent him this emote, because this is literally the worst guy I have ever faced in F1 Clash. I believe some new players that I faced recently are literally better than this one. You can just see I'm still stuck behind him for a couple of corners, and he doesn't have any more tires, and this allowed him to build a massive gap between my driver and his driver in front, who is already out of tires again. But luckily for us, Alonso finished in P15. He could have finished around P10, maybe P11, let's say. And this is where I lost massive and crucial points in my final round. So enough with this one, and let's move on to our final race. Race 8, we are around Zandvoort. We do have a slightly chance of having a wet race again. It is quite surprising, because both of Zandvoort races in this final round have a slight chance of having wet in them, which is weird, because basically one of them should be completely dry, the other race should be let's say mixed weather, or probably a full wet race. So we are getting a decent qualifying here, P19 for Gasly, which is decent for me. It is not decent, but I do give myself some motivation here just to be able like to perform better, and like to get the maximum amount of points possible from this bad start of the race. So I'm gonna be using Hex and Deadfast, sorry, for this race, especially that we do have this very long straight in Zandvoort. I'm hoping here for a decent start. At this point, if I got around 25 to 30 points, that would have been epic. And Gasly actually did get a decent start here. He already gained 2-3 positions, which is absolutely amazing. I'm going for a one-stop strategy as well, basically going for 4-3. I'm not worried about stacking both of my drivers, as basically I do have a decent amount of gap between both of my drivers. And the thing is, you don't want to lose any position around Zandvoort. If you feel like you're gonna lose any position, just boost a little bit on the straight and you will be able to defend. I know what you're gonna say in the comments, that turn 1 your driver is gonna run out of track, and sometimes he's gonna be stuck and spin on the sand, but it is fine. This is just luck, and I know that when this happens, it is quite bad, and like it will make you angry. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You just have to accept the fact that these things do exist, and there's literally nothing that we as players can do about it. So we're starting lap 3. Most of the AI cars will go for like 4 laps, maybe 5 laps. If they are on mediums, they will go for 4. If they are on hard tires, they will go for 5. So amazing job from Gasly. He's just amazing, and the Hex is doing a very good job as well. He's already up in P15. He did lose a position, but he gained it back, so that is completely fine. I'm gonna be boosting my entire fourth lap with both of my drivers, pit with service, and then boost the finish from there. Hopefully we can, if we can finish like around P9 to P13 with both of my drivers, that would give us around like 26, probably 27 points. So we are boosting this entire lap, and there is like the problem here. The defense mechanism is still OP. It is still broken. Even if you're using dead fast or hacks and you're boosting on the straight around Zandvoort, the AI car in front of you will just switch lanes. It will like force you to go to the wall, and basically I feel like I'm racing in NASCAR here and not in Formula One, which is something that needs to be fixed 100%. I might lose like around half a second to 1 second because of stacking, but it is fine. There's no problem at all around Zandvoort. I am confident that both of my drivers with these two boosts that I'm using at the moment will perform amazingly. They will gain a lot of positions. Alonso lacks a little bit of overtaking and defending stats, which is a little bit of a problem for us. Ricardo is better in overtaking and defending, but he has more, let's say, consistency probably, and wet weather ability. But overall, as I said, when I use Alonso, I feel like I do get a little bit easier opponents, which is not the case when I use Ricardo, where I always get rivals with more team score than me by sometimes 100 to 120 points. And one thing that I did see in a comment the other day, it doesn't matter if you have 7k flags, because sometimes you will be facing a player with 5.5k flags or a player with 8.5k flags. So I believe that there is a 20% margin for flags, positive or negative, it doesn't matter, but you will be facing sometimes some players have less flags than you, but they have like a team score with 100 plus points than you, which is it's not fair, but it is normal at the end of the day. The 20%, I believe it is 20%. I'm not actually 100% sure about the percentage, but it is for flags and for team score, I believe. So Gasly here did finish in P7. Alonso, by the way it looks, is gonna be finishing in P17, but he will make an overtake, an amazing overtake here, just before the finish line, to go up from P17 to P15, which is amazing. So 28 points, and let's see where we are at the moment. So after playing all of our races, we are currently in P10. Of course, we're not staying here. We should be finishing around P30 to P35, in my opinion. So we'll see about that tomorrow. Decent score. This is a new personal best for me in Champions tier. I'm pretty happy with this. Don't have any problem. Of course, I could have scored 200 plus points. I had like Imola race was a complete BS. I had this player around Silverstone who just ruined my entire race, but it is fine. We do have here Lego Head, and I suppose he should be getting a podium 100%. Hopefully he does that. So this is gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for the rewards video. Hopefully we can get some Series 12 driver, or at least we can get Pierre Gasly up to level 5. So I am really hoping for that. Until then, stay safe, take care, and peace.